Hi everyone, welcome to Artsonia's After School Art Club. Today we have a fun art project from Mrs. Griffith, an art teacher from Montana. Hope you enjoy the video and don't forget to have your artwork uploaded to your Artsonia gallery.
Hi there! So I'm Jennifer Griffith. My kids call me Mrs. Griffith. I teach at a K-8 elementary school in Montana. I also teach French and culture, but my passion is art. I'm so excited to be a part of the Artsonia After School Club to share that with you and to create some beautiful artwork. So enjoy and have fun and let's create. Hey artists! So we're going to practice today with a little bit of drawing a three-dimensional object on a two-dimensional surface. So I have a flat surface here, just a piece of paper, and we're gonna learn how to draw a ribbon. I kind of started just with a little pencil on there, and then I will kind of explain in marker so you can see each step. I have a pencil. I have a shading tool. It's rice paper rolled up, and it's really, really nice for shading. And then I also have a black Sharpie marker with a thicker tip, and then I have a thin tip Sharpie marker. So I think you guys can see all of me here. I'll just move that down a little bit. And I'm gonna start with a line. So you guys can start with a line similar to this, just one curvy line. And I'm going to draw that line. Doesn't have to be just like mine. It can be similar or not similar, right? But you're just gonna start with a line. Once you have that line, remember a ribbon is gonna be, as it curls and forms, is gonna be more of an organic shape as compared to a geometric shape. The two differences are basically you're going to see an organic shape mostly in nature. It's not going to have those really strict angles. You would see geometric shapes more, say, in a architecture, in buildings, in cities. And so our ribbon is more of an organic shape. It's going to have some bends in it. After you've drawn that line, you're going to go ahead and take each bend. You're going to go ahead and add a line about the thickness of your ribbon, and that thickness is going to be the same throughout. So I'm going to start, can you see okay? I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to kind of bring the line down there and there. This isn't a real straight line. I wouldn't suggest that you use a ruler. It's just kind of the curve of a line with a ribbon. And it's going to go straight down about the same throughout. So you're going to end up with that straight line at each curve. Once you have done that, and please feel free to stop and start as you want throughout this video, you're going to go ahead and draw a parallel line to the line above it coming from each of your lines. If there's room, as you can see on this one, I've met that line. There's no room for me to draw it, but I need to connect this line to this line because my ribbon is all one piece. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that parallel. Parallel means it's actually going to match it. So it's going to be the same. And I'm going to draw a line. I'm actually going to draw a line in pencil on my ends. Do you see this line here and this line here? I'm going to draw those because I'm going to have my ribbon kind of come in at a V. So I'm going to bring my two ends to the middle there. And then I will go over that with my marker. And then I can just erase those extra lines right there. And I can always erase my pencil lines when I'm all done with my marker. It's pretty easy to erase pencil lines, especially over permanent marker. So I'm going to try and keep this line parallel to that line. So I'm just going to kind of come, see it meets there. And then I'm going to come meet it there. I'm going to come and meet it there. And then I'm going to go ahead and meet my other line there. I'm just gonna kind of look at it and see if I like the way that looks. I didn't keep that quite that way, but that's okay. Just gonna kind of fix that there. Made my line a little bit thicker. So nature provides us with light, right? And it provides us with darkness. And so to make this three-dimensional, we are going to have to give it what it gets in nature, and that is the light and dark, because it's actually in real life. So at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my pencil, and I'm going to ask, at the middle of every bend, you're going to put a little dot. So I've got a bend there. I have a bend here. 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 I have a bend here, I have a bend here, and I have a bend there. What that does is it lets me know that that is where my ribbon has shifted and moved. So I have a light and a dark at those. Also tells me where I can shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and start to shade with my pencil, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my shading tool at this point in time also. So at my top, where it's the darkest, I'm gonna go ahead and press kind of hard. Can you all see that okay? I'm gonna give it a little bit of pressure. As I continue on, I'm just doing kind of some small circles, and as I continue on, it's going to get lighter. Which means I'm gonna lift up a little bit, and to the point where, and if you have a shading tool at this point in time, you could probably start to use it. If you don't, just lift up on your pressure on that pencil and light to the point where you're almost barely pressing down. For those of you that do have a blending tool, you can go ahead and take that tool right now, flyaway pencil, and start to blend in your darks and lights. And I'm gonna get even lighter. Now, if you notice, I haven't gone all the way to the edge right here. That's just going to help me when I am kind of showing that three-dimensional image. It's just going to help me separate those two parts. So I feel like I have a pretty good idea there. Now we're going to go a little bit lower. I actually need to continue that on right there. I have a little mark through there, but that's okay, especially as you all are learning. You're gonna have a learning process. All right, let's go ahead and shade. Lights and darks here, I'm going to add a little bit of my rice paper blender to give a little bit of value to the end of my ribbon. And remember, this is an organic shape that's moving. You can use colored pencils, you can use crayon. You don't have to have this rice paper blender. You can simply just lift up on your pressure if you're using a colored pencil, but you do have to have the difference in value. So this is the inside of my ribbon. It's darker here. This is the inside, the inside, the inside, the inside, the inside, the inside, and then the lighter parts are the outside of my ribbon. And I need to have those values to be able to show that that ribbon is bent in different places. There's a front and a back, again, based on what we see in nature. So you can add to this if you'd like. You can just keep it this. You can practice with different shapes. Remember to start with that one line and then add from there. I'm just going to continue on just a little bit to show what you can do if you want. You can kind of just accentuate those sides if you want also to accentuate the ribbon. Maybe bring it around there. Whatever little parts that you like, that you want to have on your ribbon is totally yours because you are the artist. I'm just kind of adding a little bit here and there. And then I might go over with marker. Again, I kind of showed you this blending technique with the pencil, but you can certainly start with marker and then kind of go from there. I hope I helped you draw a ribbon. And so enjoy and practice. This is a discipline that with practice you will get better at. So practice, 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 just like anything in teaching art. You're teaching disciplines, you're teaching styles, and it's you as the artist that can take that anywhere that you want. So enjoy and have fun making ribbons.